Pepper's Echo. My name's Andre, and let's try this again. For those who did catch me now on the Motley Mix, I'm terribly, terribly sorry. The Motley Mix, excuse me, was cancelled today due to moving. And of course, I tried to put up a cancellation stream there, which I decided to end up entering and streaming on instead of streaming on the Echo Mix. I do so apologize for the error over there. But yeah, let me get back to the first part. Please like and subscribe. It's the only way that I actually do get my message out there. I hope my eyes don't go squint too much, because I have just thrown all of this together. So it is still trying to see where we're going to put the camera, and camera's like smack in the middle over here, but I have a screen over there and I have a screen over there. So like try and remember to look in between the screens and then cast my eye there or cast my eye there. So if it does look like I'm looking at you sideways, nah, not. I'm just looking at my screen. So once again, I do apologize. Yes, if you'd like to be on the Motley Mix, and if you do on the Pepper's Echo, and you do have a subject that you would like to discuss, please let us know. If you don't want to come on, you just want the subject discussed, I would very much appreciate it. Please don't forget, like and subscribe, and also drop me a mail at peppersecho, PEPRSECHO @gmail.com. And yeah, it can be any subject that you want to discuss, want me to discuss or to look at. And then you can also, if you'd like to come on the show, I would love to have everyday ordinary people in the street on the show. So please, yeah, this is the live echo, and it is not going to be a very long echo today either, because oh, woe is me. I have been moving. We have had a weekend and a half of moving from a 1-bedroom apartment to a 3-bedroom house, and you have no idea at what you can collect in a 3-bedroom and a 1-bedroom apartment. It is an absolute catastrophe. We don't own any of the furniture in there, or the TVs or beds or anything like that, tables, sofas, etc. We just had to move our belongings, and it is boxes and boxes and boxes. I think the computer room itself took about 3 or 4 boxes itself, without the computer and the monitors. So, excuse me. So it was an absolute catastrophe, and that's why I say this evening, I'm just going to be chatting with you, just telling you, you know what, let's take a look at moving. I am very, very pleased that we moved. And yes, thanks to my wife for telling me. I am so knocked off the podium at the moment that I even let rip on the Motley Mix's channel instead of Pepper's Echo's channel. And yeah, there I knocked myself out in the process. But unfortunately, we could not run for those of you who watch Pepper's Echo and do watch the Motley Mix, unfortunately, we could not run the Motley Mix, as we had not got all the equipment and everything up and running together yet as such. So for those who do watch it, I do apologize. If you take a look behind me, it is just plain white, that we haven't got anything up yet. You'll also possibly may hear a slight echo, because I'm in like an empty room with no shelving up yet. There's a couple of boxes lying around from where I pulled everything out and shoved everything together. And fortunately, thanks Niels and Divan, if you know them from the Motley Mix, they were here to help me knock everything together, and they've been here with us the whole weekend trying to move. Yeah, Friday night, and I must say thank you very much to my wife. She packed all the boxes. She's unpacked everything over here as well. And I don't know how strong she's still going, if I say still going strong, but she's still going. Well done, honey. Love you much. And thank you very much for everything you're doing. Because, of course, let's take a look at some of the most stressful things that you can go through in life. Divorce is, I think, tops out the most stressful thing that you can go through. And there you go, Linda. You love moving. It really helps one clean out the clutter. Oh, my goodness. Look at me. Look at me. I can't stand moving. It is an absolute stress bubble to me. Yes, I have a wonderful wife and fantastic friends, and that's where I was very fortunate, because the two most stressful things in your life apparently is, number one is a divorce, and number two is moving. Now, we didn't use a very, very big move, but man, oh man, has it stressed me out. I do not settle easily. I am a pretty anxious mess and a nervous wreck. And I know the Lord says, mark your huis skoon, clean your house out. Lord, do you know what trouble that is? Do you know how much work that is? I haven't even started spiritually cleaning out my house. I just tried to clean it out manually. It was an absolute nightmare, because then you move and you're going to try, what are you going to keep? What are you going to leave behind? What are you going to keep? Friday night, we were still packing boxes, and my wife was still packing boxes as well. She, as I said, kudos to her, hats off, well done, love you, honey. She did the most there, and everything actually. And we got to bed about 12:30 Saturday morning, only to be up at 5:30 on 12:30 Saturday morning, 5:30 Saturday morning, back up again to try and drag everything together and put the last scoops in and block the dogs in a little playpen thing. And they're like, what are you doing to us? And just stick it out there. And of course, for me, being a pretty anxious person, change just does not bode well for me at all. You know, even if it's from one place, and I can't say bad to good, because we had a beautiful little one-bedroom apartment and it was lovely and we loved staying there, and the people were very kind and very good to us. And we're moving to a 3-bedroom apartment, and the owners seem very, very nice. They are so eager to help us and fix up things, and that we are very, very fortunate. And may I add, blessed, just in case anyone wanted to hashtag me, truly blessed. And being a little bit of an anxious person, and I'm sure some people might find that as well. I don't like change so much. And then I get here and it's like, oh, the toilet wouldn't flush properly. I saw 2 cockroaches. I had to kill 2 cockroaches last night, with a third one that we just left doing the backstroke in the toilet as well. And I'm like, this place is infested. And everyone's going, no, it's not. It just hasn't been inhabited for a while. I'm going, we're living in an infestation. What the hang do you think you're doing? And it's like, no, relax. It's fine. The toilet won't flush. We're doomed to be constipated for life. There's 2 other toilets. The other one will be fixed in the morning. So, I had a very, and then again, you know, the afraid to be happy thing, because it's wonderful. I can be so happy. And then I've got work to do. Talk about being blessed. I have work to do. And my one teacher, 3 of my teachers actually posted their own work, their own exams. So which has led to me not having to post exams tonight until age, which means that I can give my mum a call and actually go to sleep. Fantastic. But Saturday morning, we wake up 5:30. Of course, I am like, whoa, this isn't good. Maybe we should just stay here. You know what? Those people, we always talk about taking that step, having faith and moving on. And something that has actually been on my mind a lot this week is, and I'd like to actually talk about it in the show totally in one shot, is between the altar and the door, between the prayer and the floor. When you are praying and when you are at church or when something's happening, you have that wonderful, wonderful faith. Between the altar and the door, once you leave that door, you kind of forget about it. And you that's where your stress and your worry starts coming in. Because, oh man, then the guys come to pick up. What fantastic guys. And I'll actually tell you who they are next week, just for anyone who wanted to know, because I did promise them a good review as well, which I haven't put up for them yet. And I will actually get around to that. But lovely moving guys. The guy spoke such nice English, and he said, we will be there by 8 o'clock. And by 7:30, he phoned and said, we're on our way to you. And by 20 to 8, they were here ready to move us. It was absolutely, absolutely stunning. I was really, really so impressed. And they came in. What a friendly bunch of people. They loaded all our boxes, took it down. I haven't seen the truck to date because they loaded it. I'm still like, walking around the place. And whoop, it was this side. And, my wife was out there, come back again, whammo. And we still had a birthday party to go to on Saturday. So it was quite a little distance from where we are. So we had everything sort of like put together. And we'll go to the other house tonight. And I think we got here and we left from here. And we left there at about 8 o'clock on Saturday night to come back. Fortunately, we had friends that actually stayed with us, and they stayed over and they helped us out. We were so pasted, all of us actually. We were finished of the day. And needless to say, I got up at about 7:30 to find that most people, except for Divan sleeps late, to get up, and they were already sort of like trying to fall over themselves, trying to find here's coffee, here's a kettle, here's water. And of course, I'm like, this place is never going to get sorted. Calm down, have your coffee, have a cigarette. It is very stressful for someone who doesn't like to move, who doesn't like to change. When I can take on something, I can take it on, but the minute it changes, and I don't know if you guys feel like that as well. And then I often feel I want to beat myself up, which you should not do. You should just grab back onto the rope again. But I want to beat myself up because why am I losing my faith in the process of a move? Because I have my family with me, and I have 4 friends, which Divan keeps on telling me we are not friends. We are family. And they do. You know what? Niels and Ilandi gave up their whole weekend and time. I mean, they were finished by the time we were finished here as well. They only left maybe an hour ago. And wow, it's been a weekend because we woke up and then we had a gentleman because internet was a hectic thing to get put in, and I had half of it put in, and then the other half wasn't done, and they couldn't do it the next day. So it was Sunday morning. Eventually, 9:30, we had people in here putting in the bottom internet because obviously I can't do the stream without internet. Obviously, we can't teach without internet, and Ina's going to be teaching from home tomorrow. Although the good news is that we can actually open up schools. So I think from next term, we shall be opening up schools. And wow, am I just baffling too much? Change is stressful, but I like moving. Yeah, I can say it is for the good. You know what? I can see where you're coming from. Change is stressful, but you like moving. Change is stressful, but I think let's take a look at it in life. Moving in life is important, even when it is stressful. And I think we need to navigate the stressfulness of it because change is important. I actually said it and I can't remember the guy's name, so I'm taking a line from somebody. When I said it in my speech at the graduation this year, and I said, you know what? Change is inevitable, except from a vending machine. I'll tell you who it was, but I can't remember. And it is so true. Life changes and we need to change with it. And sometimes we need to change for the better of it. It's really, really so good. And sometimes we need to change for the better, to get better, to be able to enjoy a blessing. And I think, Linda, you look at it as exciting. You look at it like my wife does. She's like, whoa, we've got the house. And I'm like, oh, we've got to move to the house. Yes, we've got to change. And I'm like, oh, we've got to change. And yeah, but I think in life, change is important. I think change, and make sure that it's for the good. Change from your 1-bedroom apartment to a 2 or a 3-bedroom apartment or a little house. This isn't a standalone home. It's a cluster home that we moved into. And I'll show you photos next week, etc., etc. Very exciting. But I think change is important in life. And I think you need to change your life for the good. If you are in the wrong company, if you're in company that are very negative, that are maybe more gossiping. And you know what they say about gossip? If you sit down at the table with somebody who gossips, just remember when you stand up, you're the next person to be spoken about. Yeah, you're right about your wife and I. Yes. You're exciting little people there. But I think when you land up at a table, and it's also a saying that I got somewhere, and you end up sitting down at a table that's gossiping, just remember one thing: when you get up, you're the next subject. When you're in people that cannot see the flowers for the poop on the grass, you know what's it? The flowers for the trees, the wood for the trees, or whatever they want to say. But if you can't see the good for the few spots that there are, you're in the wrong crowd because it's not motivating you. And there you need to suddenly decide, I need to make a change. I know this is difficult to say it even in South Africa, very much in South Africa at the moment, is to say that if I'm miserable in my job, I need to make a change. I either need to change my perspective, I need to change my attitude, I need to change my view, or I need to change my job. But something has to change. Going back to the statement, change is inevitable, but change for the good is good, is the right thing to do. And sometimes, for some of us, it is rather nerve-wracking. It can be rather an anxious moment or two. And I think for different changes, there are different anxiety levels. When you're changing your life, when you're making a big change in your life, when you're making a big decision in your life, when you start a new job, you're anxious, you're happy, you're excited, but you're anxious. When I changed to a new house or moved to a new place, I mean, I should be quite used to it. I've been 3 years in Cambodia and I have moved. This is my third time that I've moved now. So hopefully it's now over and done with. But without change, we can't go forward. Without change in our lives, we need to make some kind of change in our lives. Whether we change the way we look about life, whether we change the life we lead, whether we change the company that we keep, whether we change how we look and talk about things. If we change the way that we speak, if we start speaking positively, and please, thinking positively doesn't get you anywhere. I'll tell you, I'll be the first person to tell you that. Positive thoughts without positive actions are absolutely just that, hot air. But we need to speak more positively, more powerfully, more confidently, not gossipingly, not bringing people down, not and it's human, trust me, we all do it. I do it too. It happens. It becomes a conversation piece that kind of keeps you going. And it's actually, you need to be very, very careful, especially in a relationship. Sometimes your relationship, your wedding, your marriage, your engagement, your just, you know what, just being in a going out relationship is kept together by the wrongs that others do, being able to gossip about others together and insults and things. And you know what? It eventually runs dry. And then what do you have? If you don't have anything positive between each other and you don't have anything uplifting to give to each other, other than to have a common interest in other people's misery or other people's wrongdoings, I think you need to count what you're doing. And you know, it's so easy to do that as well. Then you need to change the way your relationship is running. And if it still runs well after that, then yes, great, you've made the right change. But if all of a sudden what's holding you together is other people's misery, then we've got a problem. If other people's wrongdoing is being judgmental together, then it is a problem. Something needs to change. Changing your life is great, but changing for the good is what you need to do. And yeah, sometimes it's small changes, by the way, that you can make. You don't need to go and make this huge change in your life to suddenly make change effective. To make my life better, I just maybe need to change the way I drink my coffee because I want to lose weight. So now I drink black coffee and no milk, no sugar. Okay, I've done that for a while, but I'm just using an example. Maybe I shouldn't drink sugar in my tea and drink a sweetener. That's a change. Maybe the change is how I see people. Maybe the change is who I greet. Do I greet the security and the assistants at school in the morning, or do I walk past them and only greet those who I think are important to me? Maybe that change. Maybe a change can be just to smile in the morning, to smile at my wife when I wake up, to smile at the tuk-tuk driver when I get in, and to smile at school, smile at you people. Hello. But change is inevitable, but change can be made for the good. When you find that that change works for you, you'll be able to do a lot more change to your life, slowly but surely. So when people say change, you don't think, oh, well, you know what, I've done this for 49 years. It's not going to change overnight. No, it's not going to change overnight, but it's not going to change if you don't start changing it. Change is good. Change is stressful. Why? Because if you don't make it, you want to beat yourself up. I can't do it. It's too difficult. I tried. I will is the answer. The minute you say, I will try, you're leaving a back door open for yourself. So make small changes. Plant some plants in the garden. For your life, go to church this Sunday. Watch a church program if you don't want to go to church. Bethel Lofprijskerk, every Sunday, 9 o'clock on YouTube is their service. So if you don't get there, go to the TV series and watch it. My change is stressful and I'm an anxious person, but it's a good change. And I'm very fortunate to be in the position to be around the right people to change with. So that's something else. If the people you are around bring you down, don't stick around. Change your crowd. There's something on Facebook that I wanted to share today. And bring it in there. Check. StreamYard now has picture in picture. I'm so chuffed. I've been fighting for it for how long? Need to stream that in there. Take a look at that old car. What do you do if somebody gave you a car like that? So once upon a time, a father said to his daughter, you have graduated with honors. Here is a car I bought you many years ago. But before I give it to you, it's pretty old. You need to take it to the used car lot and tell them you want to sell it. See how much they offer you. So the daughter went to the used car lot and returned to her father and said, Dad, they offered me $1,000 for it because it looks pretty worn out. So the father said, fine, take it to the pawn shop. The daughter went to the pawn shop, returned to her father and said, the pawn shop offered me $100 for it because it's an old car. The father then asked the daughter to take the car to the car club and show them the car. The daughter then took it to the car club and returned and told the father, some people in the club offered me $100,000 for it because it's an iconic car sought by many collectors. Now the father said to his daughter, the right place values you the right way. If you are not valued, do not be angry. Listen to that next statement. If you are not valued, do not be angry. Very, very important. So if you're not valued, don't be angry. It means that you are in the wrong place. Those who know your value are those who appreciate you. Never stay in a place where no one sees your value. I'm going to close off with that one today because I'm, as I said, not going to be long. Paula Grandma, hello. Good to see you here as well, from what I can see out of my eyes today. So if you're not valued somewhere, let's make a change. Let's move. Let's move house. It's stressful because you know what you know. It's like me. I know what I know. I know that the one-bedroom apartment where we stayed and we were happy, I knew it. But you have to move to go to a better place. Find out where you're valued. Now, I can't say I wasn't valued there, But I do believe it has put our value of life up coming year. And I look forward to creating many wonderful memories with my friends or my friend family or my family here in Cambodia. There's only 6 of us. We have other friends and that as well, but if I could call it my friend family, that there's 6 of us. So today, guys, make the change, face the stress. And if you can be anything like Linda and Ina, get excited. Make sure you get excited about it and appreciate it. I am really not going to pull any longer because I'm pulling great amps, guys. Linda, Polar Grandma, thank you so very, very much for tuning in. I do apologize for starting off on the Motley Mix first, but next week I promise to have my theme wrapped up a little bit more properly and have a lot more in place for you guys. But kudos to you. Always thank you for watching. Take care, be good, and if you can't be good, at least be kind. Cheers.